Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. Houston making some changes. Howard comes in for Monty Unice. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Corey Brewer. Kicks it to Smith. Pass to Howard. Back to Smith. It's stolen by Ibaka. There's the lob to the hoop. They get a hand on it. And Durant gets double teamed. He kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Durant. Lets it go with a three. Ariza with the rebound.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. He doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Roberson pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 11. Right wing. Outside Durant. From deep. Back to Westbrook. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Adams. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. The Rockets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Harden with it. Westbrook picks him up. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from James Harden.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it.
Oh,
Get it!
Oh,
Watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe?
And so we conclude. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
As effective as he was slashing to the hoop in that first half, he was even better finishing once he got there.
Those were some incredible dunks we saw. I mean, incredible. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in the last 2 quarters.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Roberson. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked them.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style. And really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players, keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Scott Brooks is very close with his star, Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he gets any free perks at KD's restaurant in Bricktown. Brooks said, I get nothing. I mean, give me a dessert, the peach cobbler, something, a sweet tea. You know, this guy's cheap. That's one thing about KD. For 7 straight years, he's been cheap. Kevin, over to you.
He stays consistent, Doris. Very efficient. Thank you. 4 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2. Durant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Harden's shot is good.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Outside Durant. Here we go, one-on-one. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
For the Rockets, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Therrien for Patrick Beverley. Perkins with the screen for Jackson. Raiders on the wing. 14 feet away, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it. That's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
And here's Harden for three. The Rockets with another miss. That will count, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make. He makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Beverley and Harden man the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Montejunas. And it's Howard in at the 5. Roman the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Got that one up quick. 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Beverley, the pass to Howard. Kicks it out to Harden. The 3. Another miss by Harden.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way. Good game for Westbrook. 10 points and a steal.
You know, he's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Beverley dishes to Smith. And that one is stuffed right through. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the G would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Right side Westbrook. Durant wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And digging themselves out of a 2-0 hole in this season series, very significant accomplishment. And they still have another game to play, which would give them a chance to ultimately go 2-2 if they win that last game against the Rockets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Durant. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected, but it's definitely an area he can continue to improve.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And Houston gets called for the foul. That one is on Ariza.
You know, Kevin Durant has really worked hard on his ball handling and passing, and it's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Adams. Morrow comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Howard kicks to Smith. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Durant sets a screen for Jackson. This one for 3, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Jackson.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Beverly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jackson hits both of them. Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 22. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is over. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Durant for 3. Can't get it to fall. So no problem.
Kevin, what was the key in secure?
Four games.